On this field, on this day, 10,000 Roman soldiers, accompanying 500 of their generals, with an extra 1,000 archers, face off against a great foe. This foe is 12,000 battle ducks, along with 1,000 ostriches, 2,500 shrimps, 2,500 chickens, and 10 mothers of all hens. They were on the way to somewhere, but they were intercepted by the animal kingdom and have to now defend themselves. Will they be able to fend off the animals, or shall they die? The animals begin to charge, with the ostriches leading the charge. Close behind come the battle ducks and shrimps and chickens. The Romans hold their positions, waiting for the impact. And there we go. Feathers fly everywhere as the carnage begins, and the first of the hens begin to close in on the Romans, pecking away dozens at a time. The Roman archers let loose their arrows, and the mothers of all hens rain carnage down on those soldiers. The ducks and shrimps have now started battling as well, with the Romans barely taking a scratch from them, except at their heels, where the chickens can reach and the ducks can reach. The first of the chickens have begun to launch their eggs at the Romans. Although their shield may deflect some of them, not every egg will be flown away by them. The battle is taking an interesting shape. On the left side, the hens, leading their charge, have taken a strong, better position with loads of dead Romans, while on the right side the Romans have the upper hand, even though they are getting completely covered in egg. The shrimps have begun to punch the Romans, breaking shields, snapping swords in half. The Romans begin to lose in number, as the animals still have loads of ducks to go. The Roman archers are beginning to get attacked, mainly by ducks and chickens. They stand no chance against such a force, even though generals try to help them. They will quickly be overwhelmed by the beaks of their enemies and the eggs of their asses. The hens have broken through and are now coming in from the sides, as the Romans have been split in two. One small group here, quickly losing in numbers, and the big group here, barely able to hold off anything, as the hens close in. More and more of their archers fall as well, as they now get attacked from the right side as well. Truly a bloody battle. A few of the hens have fallen, but it is not a great loss, considering how the Roman side looks. The last of the Roman warriors have fallen in front. Now only their archers remain. And so, the day was decided in the favor of the battle ducks. Oh god, 10,000 troops remaining, and only 2 hens lost. Truly a victory against the mighty forces of Rome, but there will be a rematch. On this beautiful, sunny, somewhat laggy day, the Romans have mustered up the last of their strength. All of their soldiers, all of their generals, all of their archers have come forth to fight the invading animal forces. They have also brought 5,000 of their Spartan allies into the battle, but the animals have come as well. They have brought a lot more mantis shrimp this time, but less ducks, as the losses from the previous battle were not able to be filled in time. Along with that, 1,000 chickens on each side of their ranks, and the 8 remaining hens have come forth. Who will win this day? Who can win this day? As the animals begin charging. The ducks this time leading the charge, as all the ostriches have died in the previous battle.
Who wants to get duck? Yeah! I'll kill you. Yeah!
Farmers have abandoned their huts outside of Troy, knowing what was to come. The ducks begin to trample their crops, but the Romans stay in formation for now. Here come the mothers of all hens, already getting completely pummeled with arrows, as the first falls already. The Romans, the Spartans, they all begin to charge at the hens, taking them out before their duck and shrimp aid comes. Now that none of the hens are left alive, this may be turning into the favor of the Romans and their allies. The chickens begin to launch their eggs straight into Roman and Spartan alike. Their shields can deflect them mostly. The archers let loose their The archers let loose their arrows. Since it is all archers now, there are a lot more arrows flying, a lot more metal on the battlefield, piercing into the hearts of shrimp and chicken alike. The mantis shrimp seemingly have a strong punch, because I keep sending Romans and Spartans back into their lines, dead with one punch. Incredible what strength these sea-born creatures can muster. As this, the shrimp have begun to flank the Roman allies. And on this side as well, they are beginning to get encircled as the first of the archers start getting problems, getting flung away like the arrows before them by the shrimp's mighty muscles. More and more of the archers are falling as they too begin to get flanked, as the last of their infantrymen have fallen. It seems that another day has been brought home as a victory by the animals. When the sun rises tomorrow over Troy, the animals will be in control of it, as the last of Troy's armies have fallen. Again, 7,000 ducks, 2,000 chickens, and almost 10,000 of the mantis shrimp have gathered here in front of the Great Pyramids and an Egyptian city to fight the last of the human allies. Egyptian spearmen line the front, 5,000 of them. Between them and the next rank, 2,000 Spartan warriors, the last of them. And after them another 5,000 Egyptian warriors. And behind them their queen, Cleopatra. Will they be able to fend off the animals at last, using their choke points? Or is this doomed to fail as well? Ducks begin their charge straight at the spearmen of Egypt, but they have placed themselves so the ducks may just be forced into a choke point, where then it might turn out better. Somehow the ducks are climbing the walls and pyramids and falling from above, but it does not do much to help them, as the Egyptian strategy works. They, other than the Romans, hold their positions and can therefore force the ducks to abandon their strength in numbers. The chickens begin to launch their eggs at the wooden shields of Egypt, as the ducks continue to climb the pyramids and drop in from above onto the Egyptian warriors. Everybody holds their position as the queen ordered, ready to die for her so she may live. On the left side, the Egyptian lines begin to cramble a bit, crumbling, as here the ducks are much better climbers, and on the other side they've been able to drop in as far as here. Volleys of eggs launch into the Egyptians, who don't know this strange food, although they like it. But they can't eat it right now, as the ducks are still pecking away at their food, and all of them have sensitive feet. It appears that here the ducks have made a big foothold, but were launched away. So now all that's there are a few shrimp who are pushed forward, and hundreds of eggs every second, pushing back the spearmen on the right side much more than on the left now, although they may be encircled if this continues like that. Instead of encircling the enemy, the mantis, shrimp and ducks have decided to just beat them away as they get attacked from both sides. Barely anyone knows who they should stab, and this small pocket is formed that will soon be wiped out by eggs and fists and beaks. So it has happened, as the line stabilizes again, with threat of a breakthrough now in the middle. But the Spartans do not fear what they see. They are ready for death, ready to die with glory. As the line breaks, the spearmen begin to get wiped out. And the first of the mantis, shrimp and ducks make their way to the Spartans, but they get decimated. At least the duck gets decimated. The shrimp are able to hold their own quite easily, but they do not kill the Spartans in one hit. They stand up again and hold their position, the one they were relocated to now. The Spartans have almost all been relocated, now intermingled with the Egyptian warriors. They are tasked with aiding. Cleopatra has begun to aid her warriors, sending fireballs into the herds of ducks and shrimp. Her magical powers are strong, but are they strong enough? The last of the Spartans have been beaten off of their positions. Now all of the forces are concentrated on Cleopatra and the last of her men as she gets beaten. The animals do not care for beauty, they only care for blood. Where is the queen? Ah, she has made it onto one of the pyramids. And is mercilessly mowing down whatever comes towards her. As they keep sending her further up, the last of her warriors are being decimated. There is no way out anymore. There is no hope anymore. Encircled, the last bucket shall fall soon. And so they have fallen. Now only the queen herself remains, firing fireball after fireball into the shrimps and ducks. But she too gets launched again and again. The chickens have begun to aim for her as well, covering her dress and her face in their egg. As the shrimp try to get close, most of them get decimated immediately. But with the queen now against the rock wall, all hope is lost. She will soon fall too. Whoa! She's back at the pyramids. Now really stuck in a hallway. Up, nope. With this many eggs being thrown at her, it's hard to imagine how she aims to survive that. And she has fallen too. The ducks have claimed all of the lands of humans and animals alike. This means they have the greatest empire in history now. Only time will tell when it all shall come crumbling down. Thanks for watching this episode of Ultimate Epic Battle Simulator 2. If you want to see more of this types of stuff, you can comment suggestions if you want, and I'll play those out. And just to make this a bit fair, I will end the reign of the animals. Bye bye!